Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. It is a Tuesday, dark and gray in New York, but we are happy, sunny, and bright. We are back in studio. We were in Philadelphia yesterday, but we did release a podcast episode, so make sure you check it out. It was a quickie, but really quite hilarious.
But if you're here, you might as well stay here because we have a fresh episode for you today.
Fresh.
Filled with so much freshness.
Fresh.
It's fresh. Just like us.
I'm fresh. I took a shower.
I took a shower.
Did you wash your hair?
Of course. I washed my hair yesterday for the first time since I got it done in Nashville, which actually isn't like a huge length of time for me, but I had so much and I had so much gunk in it from Nashville. Like it was already like sticky situation, but I powered through. Mostly
a situation?
I didn't even have any time to like do it again. Mm-hmm. I just had the craziest, busiest weekend, and I'm not one for like traveling and being busy.
You're not.
Like, I'm much more for, like Law and Order and just being sedentary and all of that. So it was a big weekend for your girl, but we made it through.
Are you tired?
I am tired, except I went to bed so late last night because I started watching Botched and I just couldn't stop.
I don't live for Botched. No, I don't think it's that good.
I never was like so obsessed with it, and I'm still not, but you see the beginning of the episode, it's just like House Hunters for you, and then you have to see how it goes.
Oh, I disagree. Like, I will skate right past Botched. Like, if I'm watching Kardashians or something and then an episode of Botched comes on, like, the second I see Terry Dubrow face, I'm like, get me the fuck out of here.
Same, but then the second I see a woman with one tit and one no tit, with a size D and a negative A, I'm in.
I went to camp with a girl who actually had two different size breasts, and it's like, everyone has two. No, but she had like a crazy A and a double D.
No, but this woman had gotten implants because like both of the men she ever loved cheated on her with like women with bigger boobs, and she realizes now that's like not a good reason, but she got implants, and one of the breasts like didn't take because she had thin breast tissue, so she's been living 8 years with one implant in and one no boob.
Oh, at least she wasn't born that way. This girl I went to camp with was born that way.
Yeah, you know what I was interested in? I would like to see an episode of Botched by Nature.
Yeah, BBN.
Because sometimes it's like we just villainize these other surgeons that they went to, and I'm just curious, to see. And sometimes the other surgeons have made it so bad that there's no more cartilage to work with.
Right.
But it would be interesting to see a BBN situation.
Like weird things people were born with.
Yeah. Also,
that's more interesting because then it's like you feel bad for them.
Yeah.
It's like hard to feel bad for someone who got a botched boob job. It's like you paid for that.
But here's someone to feel bad for. Someone who went to get a boob job and the surgeon gave her a nose job. And gave her like the worst nose ever. That's what I watched last night.
Was he evil or like just dumb?
Well, in the words of Terry Dubrow, your old surgeon was a super villain, but Dr. Nassif is a superhero.
Oh, wow, they are really just like a great duo. They really complement each other. I feel like they're both really thirsty and want to be the star of the show. But in a lot of ways, they both are the stars of the shows. And I think it's actually like a good formula and structure for them because I think had it not been, they could have been like eating at each other, like getting.
They also roast each other, and it's clear that they're true friends in thirst and in work. And honestly, all it makes me think is that if I ever when I get plastic surgery, I want to go to Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif.
The
honesty.
The change,
And I just mean Dr. Dubrow. I don't know what I would do with Dr. Nassif.
What surgeries are you thinking about getting in the future? Like when you're...
Breasts.
Yeah. I'm getting a lift or a reduction like the second I'm done having children. Like the next day, I'm going from labor. They don't even take me out of the hospital. Like keep me in the hospital and then have Dr. Dubrow come and do my titties. Like I want small perky titties that like look like a deer. Like I don't even want like a little teardrop. No, like I want them so fucking straight like they actually are looking up, okay?
No, but I also just want them so small that like I can be like a grandma with side boob.
Yes. I very much want side boob. Like I do not want to wear a bra ever again. I've been wearing a bra literally since I was 10. And I don't even take it off. I only take it off to shower. And even in the shower, I'm like holding my tits up. Like I will, the day I get a breast reduction, and I'm very much afraid of like anesthesia and like all that stuff, but I don't give a shit. Like I will die on the table just for an attempt to get titties that stand up on their own.
You know how my famous tweet about how my arm strength comes from blow drying my hair and taking selfies?
That has changed since you've grown up.
It comes from holding up my breasts at all times. Like I have a killer this muscle.
Me too. And by the way, you only need one arm to hold up your titties. If you're a real BTC, Big Titty Committee member, you know that you really only need one arm to hold up both breasts. It's kind of a talent.
Yeah.
People are like, can you put a pencil underneath it? I'm like, bitch, I could put you underneath it, okay? Like, it's like, do you pass the test with the pencil? I'm like, bitch, I invented the test in the 6th grade.
I passed that test in 8th grade.
Yeah, no, it's so stupid.
Oh my God.
I hate having big titties.
That is the funniest. No, but that's really so true. People are like, it was so bad, I could fit a pencil.
I'm like, a pencil?
I can fit Theo.
I can fit Theo, literally. Like, Oh my God, I hate having big titties. And like people who don't have it, they're like, I wish I had big titties. And then it's like people who have big titties always wish they had small titties, and people who have small titties always wish they had big titties. But I'm here to tell you, people with small titties, like you're wrong, okay?
No, you're dead wrong.
You are dead fucking wrong. It's like the only reason people with small titties want big titties is like so boys will like
right,
them. And
like
it's
this woman.
That's a terrible fucking reason. And like you need to evaluate your life choices before getting your tits made bigger.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's only for the men. It's like, they're not even cute.
I really want to actually take a look at Stassi's boobs. I know she had mentioned that she got a reduction, right?
Yeah, a reduction and a lift, I believe.
I want to see what it looks like because
they showed on the show like her before
Was
and
she botched?
No. But on Vanderpump Rules, she talks about it, and then they showed like medical pictures of her before and after.
Did they? Oh, I gotta see.
Just once, but it was interesting.
I gotta go back, take a look.
Yeah, she's got a nice set.
Yeah, no, I feel like she would. And
I feel like she always did, though.
She always has real woman breasts.
I feel like she was like, I could pass the pencil test. Like, it was time.
Yeah. But it's like, that's, like, my bar is so high. Like, if you pass a pencil test, to me, you still have small titties.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I can't even begin to relate to someone who thinks that putting a pencil underneath their boobs is, like, a big deal.
No, like, means that they're saggy. Like, and it's like,
that's just so normal. Like, I can't even relate.
I can't. Anyways.
Titties.
Botched. So I caught up on all TV last night, which we will digest at the end of the show.
I caught up on half the TV that you don't watch, and you caught up on half the TV that I was too lazy to watch.
So we'll give it all to you.
It'll be a well-rounded episode.
Yesterday we talked all about BravoCon, so if you're interested in our recap, check it out. And then today I watch What Happens Live, so I'll talk about that at the end.
Also, if you missed, there's so much new content out. We had a great episode on Friday with Mercedes Javid where she told us a lot about BravoCon, the new season of Shaw's Sunset. But then also we got a new episode of The Snatchler today where they recapped a lot of the Bachelor ongoing drama, lots of happening, Hannah B on Dancing with the Stars, lots of other stuff, in addition to what it's like to just being like a fabulous girl in New York. So check out The Snatchler. We got a new episode of Date Night with Raven and Adam that dropped yesterday. They are just so cute, and I could listen to Raven's voice. She should be on Calm or like one of those meditation apps because she has such a great voice. And then we get a new episode tomorrow of Mood with Lauren Elizabeth. So there's just like never-ending streams of content when you're here as a supporter of the Toast News Network. Also follow the Toast News Network on Instagram.
Oh yeah, Claudia's doing a great job with it.
I just really find like it's my passion,
Yeah.
But like I find that like a few days will go by and like I'll forget to post, and then I'm like in the tub last night like making content.
But that's the thing about passions. It's like it's not. I mean, it is your job in this case, but it's just supposed to be there for you to be passionate about. Like, it's not supposed to be like your 9 to 5.
And I don't want to like post content just for the sake of like saying I posted once a day.
Right.
It's like I want everything I say to like have a purpose.
Yeah. Like what are you saying today?
What is your mood,
Yeah, what is your mood?
That was a really popular post.
My mood was so sad. It was like...
My mood last night was actually just pure joy. Like, I was in my bed, like, nestled up in Theo's pit. Like, there were no words to describe, like, how at home I felt. I've been traveling a lot, like, the past year or whatever, but, like, this particular week was probably one of the hardest. Like, from Morocco to Nashville to Pittsburgh to Philadelphia to bed, like, all within a week. It was just to be home. You don't really appreciate home so much like until you leave for a while. And I was like smelling my walls. I was like, I love it here so much.
Yeah, no, it's an incredible feeling, truly.
Yeah.
Truly.
I'm just thinking about the pencil thing. That was funny.
That was funny. Yeah. How's Theo?
Theo's good, bigger and brighter than ever. He's definitely gained a little bit of weight, and I really don't care about that. Like, you body shame him all the time, and like it actually really pisses me off. But actually, I did notice that his belly is hanging like a little closer to the floor. Like he actually has like a fupa just like his mom. I'm on the case. I'm on the case.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I just hate to deprive him. Like he's such a happy kid, and he does such like I feel like he thinks he's being punished, and he's not.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It has to be done. He'll be better off, and then he'll like have his summer body ready, and he'll just be taking the Hamptons by storm again. And he wants to feel his best. He doesn't want to look at his friends and be like, how come like I can't wear skinny jeans? He
can. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't want him to grow up in a world where it's like you have to be a certain size to wear skinny jeans. That's what I'm saying.
But
that's the platform that I like will die on.
I know, but here's the thing. It really isn't even about how he looks because he's a perfect angel and like he could look whatever, and he should have been in the Charlie's Angels reboot, and we'll get to that. But it's for his health.
Yeah, whatever. He was fine.
No, and he just took a DNA test, and it turns out he's 100% Russian, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Anyways, we have a great show for you today. So many interesting stories. I actually had a hard time whittling them down.
That never happens. Usually it's like we're scraping the bottom of the barrel by the time we get to the fourth story.
Yeah, but I look forward to getting into it because there's much to discuss. So I think without further ado, it is time for the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
And it's true. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely true that it's time because I see the clock, 10:41. Definitely time. But I would be absolutely remiss, devastated, and heartbroken if I didn't let everyone know that today's episode is brought to you by one of our favorite brands here at The Morning Toast, Scentbird. Did you know that scent is the most powerful scents you have. A smell can bring on a flood of memories, influence your mood, and of course enhance your natural style. Very true. Whenever I smell truffle, I think about the time I threw up on the side of Montauk Highway when I was in the Hamptons like a few years ago, and I can no longer eat the pizza de Sofia from Serafina.
Every time I smell something maple-based, I think of my sister who has committed to a maple-based scent this season, thanks to Scentbird.
While you're looking for that signature scent that will make you stand out and keep the memory of you lingering on, why waste so much time and money with cheap knockoffs and half-empty bottles of failed experiments? With Scentbird, you can have great taste and mix up your fragrance routine without breaking the bank. Whether it's Tom Ford, Gucci, or Versace, Scentbird.com keeps you smelling good month after month. So I have tried the Bulgari perfume and I believe a Dior perfume.
This week was a Mal & Goats week for me because Scentbird just sent over a few new flavors.
I believe that's a new fragrance that they have.
And honestly, it is apt that this episode is sponsored by Scentbird because this week was sponsored by Scentbird. I have all these different Scentbirds in my purse just spritzing here and there, smelling like a new woman.
When you're traveling and not showering, like you best be having that Scentbird on you. When you're at a wedding in Morocco and like you did not wash your hair once, like you best be spritzing that Dior motherfucking spritz on your hair.
You know, when you go from Nashville to LA to Philadelphia to New York and you didn't wash your hair one time, it is key that you do have a spritz to spritz.
So Scentbird is a luxury fragrance subscription service for perfumes and colognes. They have more than 600 designer brands for you to choose from. Choose a perfume you want to try. They'll send you a 30-day supply. Then the next month, you could either keep with it, try a new one. That way you didn't waste a whole bottle on something you might not have loved. If you're not sure what type of scent you're looking for, you can sort and find your new fragrance by brand, style, occasion, season, and more. Plus, they have products from other categories like skincare, wellness, and makeup. They just started carrying Kopari, which, as you know, is one of our favorites here. And if you're ever looking for a chapstick that'll change your life, check out Kopari.
Yeah, and if you're ever looking for your wrists to be snapped, snag some Kopari.
They also have products from Glam Glow, Glow Recipe, Tarte, and many others. So we have an exclusive offer just for our listeners. You can get 30% off with your first month. That's only $10 for your first fragrance. The offer has changed, you guys, so make sure you're not using our old link. It is scentbird.com/Steen and use the code STEEN for 30% off your first month. That's only $10 for your first fragrance. So the website is scentbird.com, SCENTBIRD.com/Steen, STEEN, and the code is STEEN, STEEN, for you to try your first perfume or cologne for just $10. Sign on, smell amazing. Let's get into it.
Love it. Okay, our first story of the day is something that I was really excited to talk about because as the Morning Toast predicted back when we were in Austin, I remember the episode, Charlie's Angels reboot has flopped.
No, not only has it flopped, like it has flippity flopped like a fish, okay?
Yeah, it is flopalicious.
Flop central.
Racked in just about $9 million opening weekend. It cost $50 million to make.
I mean, like, not shocking that it was flopped, but shocking at the actual numbers. Like, that's crazy.
Shocking that this is such a public flop because Elizabeth Banks is taking to Twitter to
She's coming out swinging.
To discuss the floppiness, and she said, well, if you're going to have a flop, make sure your name is on it at least 4 times. She said, I'm proud of Charlie's Angels and happy it's in the world. Said only Elizabeth Banks ever. Anyways, she now, an interview is circulating where she
basically says,
she told the Wall Street Journal, Wall Street Journal. She basically said that this movie flopped because men don't want to see movies starring women, and she blamed it on just like a misogynist culture. We've had 37 Spider-Man movies, and like
they all do pretty
the men
well.
Don't want to see the women in action.
Yeah.
As a woman, I don't want to see this movie either.
Yeah, I think this is like a little bit of a cop-out. Like, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of misogyny in the world, but this ain't it. You know, this movie probably just stinks, and like having a nobody play one of the 3 angels was probably not your best call.
Yeah, having a complete nobody with less Instagram followers with me play an angel, like that's not what this movie was predicated on. It was
and having Kristen Stewart be like the anchor of it, she's not like personal enough to carry a franchise on her back anymore.
No, and she's a self-hating franchisee. Like she looks back at Bella Swan with disdain. Like, why would we want her in our next franchise?
And let me just say, I'm married to a man who absolutely lives for movies with girls. Like, all he wants to do is see movies, and I'm like, you want to see that? Like, and I don't even think he knows that this movie existed. Like, I just think that this cop-out is not only incorrect, but it also like devalues like any real misogyny. Like this is not why the movie flopped. Okay, there's plenty of movies that do really well with women in it. Like, and don't get me wrong, there's plenty of movies that definitely don't pass the Bechdel test. Like there's definitely a problem here in the movie industry, Elizabeth Banks. But I just don't think your movie is like the crux of the problem. No. I just think the movie is actually like not good.
And Charlie's Angels already has so many built-in fans that all you needed was 3 complete rock stars to play the parts and like who people know and who people love, and they just missed it on all counts.
Yeah, it was. And also, I don't really think that the marketing was very good because...
No, but the marketing was incredible. They were everywhere.
Really?
You couldn't get any... Like, Ariana Grande doing the soundtrack. Like, they had all these different trailers. And from the minute everyone saw the first trailer, ourselves included, and that song came out that nobody asked for, it was like, this is a piece of garbage.
Angel.
You and me, my eyes.
Donna. So why now you can't call me back.
Turn on to heaven.
Oh,
You and hurry right.
I literally, all I know, Don't Call Me Angel.
Honestly, like the more I sing it to myself, the more I like it.
Like, I'm sad that this flops because it would have been a great moment for women, but please don't blame the fact that there are women in it as to the reason it wasn't good. Like, really, nobody asked for this reboot, nobody wanted it, and therefore nobody saw it.
Here's the thing. I'm sad that this is a bad movie, and I know that it's a bad movie.
Yeah, no, I don't need to see it to be.
And there's so many great women that could have been in this movie and who have like built-in audiences. I was actually watching Nightly Pop last night and they were talking about this story and they were saying who they would want in the movie. And Morgan said Margot Robbie, which was literally what I said in the car. And then Nina said Lupita Nyong'o, which was literally what I said in the car.
Oh,
and
that's so weird.
They said they would keep Kristen Stewart because like she has a vibe about her.
And you need like an edgy, like whatever. But like when you think of the actual Charlie's Angels, like none of them really give me like Kristen Stewart vibes. Like they're all like not like
they're bubbly.
Yeah, right. And she's kind of dark. And like bold. So while definitely you could have had like the token bold, edgy angel, you definitely needed a few bubbly, effervescent angels. And I think Lupita Nyong'o would have been great.
Yeah, or you could have gone even younger. Someone is suggesting Dove Cameron, Zendaya, and Lily Reinhart.
Ooh, wait.
Like
a Sabrina Carpenter.
I would just.
They should have plucked from like the Disney and like made a couple stars out of it, like some Sophia Carsons. Like that actually would have been great.
I would just.
I mean, Zendaya, like you just put Zendaya in any movie and she's a star.
Yeah,
like,
honestly, that's the miss here.
Yeah, Zendaya.
And so I was thinking about it. I was like, there has to be a person to blame for this casting nightmare and this atrocity. And honestly, it's Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah, I know. But which is shocking because she's really on the pulse of like culture. Like
she gave us Pitch Perfect.
She gave us Pitch Perfect, and she's actually like a secret behind the scenes person on like a lot of content that you don't realize and that you actually love. So I find it shocking that she was so much a part of this, and since she's tweeting about it, it was obvious that this was like really a passion project of hers, and like I feel sad for her.
Yeah, I do feel sad for her, but I could have like I don't know how they didn't see this coming, you know?
Yeah.
Because ever since the trailer came out, like nobody was excited.
No, it's so crazy how like there was so much marketing for it, but nobody was talking about it.
Right. So
and I saw Kristen Stewart on Jimmy Fallon. I remember I said I watched one episode of Jimmy Fallon,
right.
And I just think it was really like an indicator of like how poor the movie was going to be because she was so not bubbly, and they didn't even mention what she was there promoting. Like it was so weird.
Wait, Liz Height with the suggestion: Lana Kandor, Zendaya, Lily Reinhart.
Love it. Love it.
That's the next reboot that we need.
Yeah, but like I feel like now they've really tainted the Charlie's Angels name. Like Charlie's Angels was so precious because like no one. It's just like it's a good movie. Like and that was it. You know.
It's such a good movie, and honestly, I wouldn't be so upset about this if I hadn't just rewatched the Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu one, and I literally watched it 2 weeks ago, and I was obsessed with it, and I can't believe they did this so dirty. And I just feel like they just need to skip over this movie, kind of like they need to skip over Prince Charles and just go straight to Will and Kate. And
I appreciate the analogy.
Straight to Zendaya, Lana, and Lily.
Love it.
ZLL. Okay, cool. Well, the next story is like so bizarre and like such non-news, but it's being treated like, you know, the moon landing.
I need to know what you're talking about.
Bella Hadid makes peace with Selena Gomez.
Well, you know what? I know you think it's a nothing burger, but I actually find it to be very interesting.
Okay, take us through what happened.
So Selena Gomez and Bella Hadid. Before we even talk about what happened, let's talk about their connection. They both used to date The Weeknd, and they kind of overlapped. Like there's definitely weirdness there. Mm-hmm. Also, Selena is best friends with Taylor Swift, who's best friends with Gigi, who's Bella's sister. So like there is a connection there, but I don't think I've ever seen Bella and Selena in the same room.
Right.
So they should have beef, but they also should be friends. So it's unclear where they stand. And then last week, Selena Gomez, who has been so fucking active on Instagram, followed Bella Hadid. Bella Hadid did not follow her back. Then Bella Hadid put up a picture of herself, like looking mad cute. Selena Gomez commented, "Stunning." Bella deleted the picture. So it's like, we're not going to think she deleted the whole picture because Selena Gomez commented on it, but it's definitely weird.
And then a fan account posted that the Selena Gomez comment and said,
being like, Bella deleted it because of the caption.
Yeah, saying like, she's all about supporting women. You all just can't take it nicely. By the way, Miss Hadid deleted the post.
Selena commented on that. That sucks.
Cry emoji.
So like Selena's just being so active and so weird, and like honestly the way that she is like posting is making me think that there's weirdness.
Yeah.
But TMZ has an article saying they have sources, and I honestly believe they're sources.
That there's no beef.
Yeah.
But like, why everything was fine until Selena Gomez commented on that fan account, and I understand why Bella might have deleted that photo. Like, I think it's a Dior ad. Like maybe there was some FTC issue. Like it says a Dior thing, and she's a sponsor for Dior. So maybe like you delete photos sometimes when they just like don't go up the way you wanted them to, or like they didn't work with the flow. I don't know. But then Selena Gomez commenting on a fan account, that sucks, and like perpetuating this narrative that like Bella Hadid deleted the comment, deleted the whole picture because of her comment. Like it's weird.
It's weird. Also, TMZ has alleged that Bella actually reached out to Selena, like behind the scenes, letting her know that like everything was okay. So I just don't know why Selena's being like so active and like acting like kind of like a loser here.
No, and like a victim. Like
yeah. Like she didn't like relax.
Also, like it's an Instagram comment. Like, why are we acting like this is like
real life
peace negotiations?
Also, like, let's talk about it. Like, there definitely is some weirdness between Selena and Bella. Like,
yeah, and
they both dated The Weeknd so close to each other. Like, I actually think he might have cheated on. Like, it was so much overlap. Like, and maybe just because like we find everything out like a little bit late in the public, but like their relationships were like so close in terms of time. Like, it has to believe like maybe he was like fooling around with one of them.
Maybe, but also is like he went from Bella to Selena back to Bella. Him and Bella might be together right now, unclear. And so like she's just his ex. So like why would his ex be commenting on my picture?
It's really
stunning.
weird. And if it weren't for the connection of like Gigi and Taylor, like I would think it's even weirder. But like I guess in some circles like they would be considered like they should be friends. I don't know.
Perhaps, but I don't think that Bella and Taylor are like
no, not at all actually, which is so weird because Bella and Gigi are so close.
Yeah.
And Gigi and Taylor are so close. And honestly, Bella and Gigi like share the same circle of friends, like real friends, not celebrity friends. So you would think that applies like to celebrity friends, but it doesn't because I don't think I've literally ever seen Bella in the same room as Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I think they're just different.
Is there any like Bella Taylor drama that I can think of? Like,
and I feel like it's Gigi who's able to be friends with everyone. Like she's best friends with Kendall and she's best friends with Taylor. So I don't think Bella and Taylor Swift have like anything in common.
No, I don't think they've literally ever met.
More than that, I don't. Aside from The Weeknd, I don't think Bella and Selena Gomez have anything in common. If I were Bella Hadid, I wouldn't like Selena Gomez.
No, me neither. And if I was Bella Hadid, I feel
and
like
it actually has nothing to do with The Weeknd. I just
think they're like different people.
Yeah,
and I feel like Bella is only not really friends with Taylor because I couldn't think of two more different people in my life. Like, like no shade, they're just like different.
Yeah.
And I feel like Bella wouldn't want to hang out with Taylor and Taylor wouldn't want to hang out with Bella. No shade, they're just like different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. Do you think Selena Gomez like does her own Instagram and writes her own comments?
Well, so it depends. I think now that she has these two new songs out and she's obviously in a much better headspace, I do think she's running her own Instagram. But like when she was putting up a random selfie and then a Coach ad, it was like Weekend at Bernie, someone like propping her up and using her fingers to type, like just to get into her iPhone, like use her thumb. So now I think she runs her own Instagram and she was definitely the one leaving these comments. But I think for the past like 2 years, it wasn't.
I'm going to go out and say, I don't think she's writing these comments. I think she has a social media team. Like, I don't think she likes Instagram. I
don't think she would be letting her social media team comment on a fan account. Like, something that...
I think the social media team, they're the experts. Like, Selena doesn't tell them what to do. Like, they're telling her
you think this is like
how
an
to
agency?
run your brand 100%. And, like, so they're commenting, lifting up other women who they think she would be, like, in feuding with.
That would be weird.
No, I don't think it's actually her because she doesn't like Instagram at all.
I mean, you can always tell when a celebrity doesn't run their Instagram account. It's like so like every picture is like a quote card. Like it's so manufactured.
No, I think there's also an in-between. I think there are celebrities who have input on their Instagram. They probably send their agency some family photos sometimes and like they make it look more familiar, but I think there are like agencies that hardcore
pretend to be
the celebrities. They comment on pictures, like, and they build the brand up because the celebrity, they're making movies, they don't think about these things.
Yeah,
they're working on their art.
I don't know. Selena Gomez just doesn't seem like that to me, but maybe I don't even follow her on Instagram.
No, but she hates social media. She's always like taking a break and like she doesn't fuck with it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not convinced.
I'm convinced that she had nothing to do with this.
That would be crazy. Like she's making news and like doesn't even know because it's someone on her team like being an idiot.
Yeah, no, but they're not being an idiot because now it's in TMZ and everyone's talking about how Selena wrote so stunning on Bella's photo.
And it's like Bella, like
that
Selena
is
looks
newsmaking.
nice and Bella looks mean.
And that's newsmaking.
I guess. And it's like people are talking about something other than like her mysterious 2-year absence, you know?
Yeah.
Which
we'll
never forget.
Yeah, we'll never forget. Okay, next story I found to be quite interesting. I'm just going to take a sip of coffee because I'm thirsty.
Okay, so while you do that, let me just tell everyone that today's episode is also brought to you by Society 6. If you're looking for a thoughtful, unique gift this holiday season, you need to check out Society 6. We got a gift box sent to the studio. What, your coffee's not good?
No.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's like not enough milk. I didn't have ice and...
We got a huge gift box from Society 6. It is some of the cutest decor, and honestly, it's very toasty. They have like, I want to say like over 50 items that are just toasty decor, like with a leaf. It's really, really cute. They have a community of 350,000 independent artists from around the world, so you can find everything from wall art and furniture to home decor and lifestyle accessories. And it's super unique stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else. No matter who you're shopping for, if you're sure to find a perfectly unique gift for everyone on your list. Every Society 6 purchase pays an artist, which is the best part. It's no, big conglomerate, corporate corporate America bullshit. They empower creativity across the world by allowing artists to keep doing what they love. There are literally millions of designers for you to choose from. You are sure to find something you love. They have a huge array of products from wall art to throw pillows to yoga mats, phone cases, and wrapping paper. I got a ton of cute throw pillows that are very toasty, and cute acrylic trays, which is like, you're always looking for like little tchotchke like tray things. They have a ton of tchotchke. It's basically tchotchke central. It's your go-to place to shop for creative gifts for everyone in your life. They're custom made just for you. You can choose what you love. Society6 makes it to order and ships it directly to you. It's nice to know that your gift was designed by an independent artist and not just grabbed from a shelf in a warehouse, but crafted by an actual person. If you want to give a thoughtful and unique gift this holiday season, do it with Society6. You can get 30% off and free shipping when you use our code TOAST at s6.co/toast. Again, that link is s6.co/toast, and the promo code is TOAST. Society6, design your everyday with art you love. s6.co/toast, promo code TOAST. Check it out.
Love it. Sign on, get cute shit. Okay, this story, interesting. Fashion editors beg for mindful awareness from gift-happy brands.
Huh?
A group of fashion editors has taken a brave stand to save the planet.
Oh, fashion editors are so brave.
I think that's like page 6 being facetious.
Sardonic.
By asking luxury brands to let them pick their own Christmas gifts. The journalists have posted a manifesto on Instagram
honestly,
that reads, quote, in an effort to reduce excess, we in the fashion community are seeking a mindful awareness this holiday season and beyond. We urge PR agencies and brands to refrain from blind gifting and using excessive unboxing materials. Honestly, I don't hate this.
No, me neither. I'm sorry. I take back everything I just said. I couldn't agree more.
The band of eco-warriors suggests it might be best for, the sea otters if editors could instead pick their own gifts, or as they put it in the note, be offered a choice of product. A cynic might read this all as, just send us the Cartier, but you can skip the festive popcorn gift sets this year.
By the way, it sounds like pretentious, but as someone who gets like limited gifting from brands, like PR agencies, like I don't even get a lot, I think, in comparison to like my peers. It's so wasteful, like not only for the actual like paper that they send in, like the tissue paper, the peanuts, the boxes, the sleeves, like it's so wasteful and definitely so bad for the environment. Like I fill up my garbage room and I'm like, this is so stupid. But also the actual product, like no human being needs every single foundation shade. Like I'm not like tan and I'm not black. I don't need and it's like, why don't they just send foundation to people who actually need that certain shade?
Like, or just pick your color. Like have them,
it's so wasteful from the actual packaging and then to the actual product. Like it's such a waste. And like I do what I can like and donate and like I literally give half my makeup to my doorman. He has a daughter who's obsessed with YouTube and like I gave her a Jeffree Star palette and like her life changed. And it's like, it's so nice, but like it's so wasteful.
It's so wasteful,
and it sounds like such a first world problem, but it's not.
No, it's so true. I think this all the time and year round too. And I know like they're being extreme, and I feel like a lot of these fashion editors like they just want to be able to pick the handbag they're going to get, so they don't get like one that they don't like, and then they have to go and sell it on eBay. But I think in general, a lot of these PR packages, they are so wasteful with all the crap, and then I put all that crap in my garbage room and recycle it, and then it's like, what do I even have? A couple lipsticks that aren't even shades I would wear? Yeah, no, it's so silly, and I feel like PR and gifting has gone so out of control. And I was actually just watching another Jeffree Star video yesterday, and like I get that he's like he's the most influential person in the beauty community, but like the amount of boxes in his house is so crazy. It's like it really is such a wasteful and definitely like a problem for our environment. Yeah. And it's like, it's stupid. No one needs that much of anything. That's what it is. It's like, also, it's a necessity thing. Like, don't get me wrong. Some of the stuff I get from PR, live for, keep sending it. But like some of the stuff people send, I'm like, I didn't even ask for it. And I don't even know how they got my address. And it's actually kind of scary. And it's like, I didn't even ask for this. I don't want this. And now it's like, what do I do with it? Yeah. It's so wasteful. It's so silly. And it's like, you're not even helping your brand because like, I didn't even ask for this, you know? Yeah. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, I'm reaching out. I'm like, Tarte, hey, I need a couple more shaped tapes. Like, there's stuff that I need. Yeah. No, but like sometimes someone, they'll do a new collection. They send you everything from the collection. And it's like, I won't even wear this stuff. Like, it's better off going to someone else. Maybe just ask me if there's anything from the collection that I want, and then I'll be so excited to have it and wear it. And a collection is made for a wide range of people, a wide range of skin tones, a wide range of sizes, like whatever it is. So it's like not one person needs the entire collection. Right. Because the point of a collection is that it's for different people. Yeah, but it's more than just makeup. Like it's clothes, and it, especially at this time of year, like that stuff would be so much better donated. Oh my God, totally. Brands are so wasteful. I mean, I just want to say I think I was ahead of the curve like 2 years ago. I did, a whole challenge that really took like the world by storm. It was called the Holiday Makeup Challenge. Like I get so much fucking makeup. By the time I would even get to use it, it's expired. Like it just sits in my thing. So I donated it all, and a bunch of influencers followed. Like I didn't really catch on because like I feel like influencers are like a little too in their own head. But I did try. Like I just want to say I was the first eco warrior here. You were. I have a pile of makeup that's like I'm building it up and then I'm gonna donate it. I found a great company to work with. I like doing working with different. I like Bottomless Closet. I think they're great. But it's like.
by the time, like, let's say I wear makeup every day, like, hypothetically, all the makeup I get for free, like, I could use it, but it's like, by the time I'd actually get to it, by the time I'm done with this concealer, like, and I have 4 more, by the time I get to the 4th one, like, it's most likely expired. And then it's, like, such a fucking waste.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Like, no one can actually go through all the product that they get
Yeah.
in a lifetime. Even me, who I literally wear makeup every day.
Yeah, no, same.
It's so silly.
And by the way, I like wear the same thing every day, and so you sending me like a new shade of lipstick, like
it's
I probably
it's nice, but
won't wear it.
I'm not moving away from this Tarte, you know?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, we're good about donating it, and I think a lot of influencers
Are conscious.
but the brands themselves can be conscious, and that's the point.
I totally agree.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's just the point.
Right, it's like right, exactly.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting story. I'm sorry that I made fun of these people, like, for being brave. This is actually, like, a good call.
Yeah, okay. Next story, and also an interesting story. A lawsuit claims Burger King's Impossible Whoppers are contaminated by meat.
What?
Burger King was sued on Monday by a vegan customer who accused, okay, like this vegan customer is just like the reason people hate vegans.
It's so true.
Who accused the fast food chain of contaminating its meatless Impossible Whoppers by cooking them on the same grills as its traditional meat burgers. In a proposed class action, Philip Williams said he bought an Impossible Whopper, a plant-based alternative, at an Atlanta drive-thru and would not have paid a premium price had he known the cooking would leave it, quote, coated in meat byproducts.
Oh my God, this guy's suing. Like, this is why, like, okay, this is a crazy example. I mean, this is what's wrong with our country. I'll never forget, I was at a bar once, and these 2 people were beating up this guy. And there was a security guard standing there, but he couldn't get involved because, like, we're so litigious that, like, he didn't want to get sued if something ended up happening to his victim. And it's like, this guy's literally getting beaten up and nobody can do anything because our society is so litigious. This guy, Philip, is a problem.
Yeah.
Suing because he bought a burger that he didn't like.
Yes, so he wants, he's seeking damages, and he also wants Burger King to plainly disclose that Impossible Whoppers and regular burgers are cooked on the same grills.
Well, so I look at this from, like, being a kosher person. The rules of being kosher is, like, if your kosher meat is cooked on the same pan or the same grill as non-kosher, that kosher meat automatically becomes unkosher because it's contaminated. I don't know if vegan rules are as strict, you know?
Right, and I don't think a very strict kosher person would be going to Burger King anyway.
So if you're that strict of a vegan person, like, you shouldn't be eating at Burger King.
Right.
You wouldn't be eating at a place that sells non-vegan stuff. Like, a kosher person would not even consider something kosher being...
It wouldn't be, like, Burger King wouldn't be a kosher restaurant at all because they...
No, and the product that they're selling that is kosher wouldn't be even considered kosher because it's being sold at a non-kosher establishment.
Right.
So it's like, if someone's that strict, they wouldn't even be eating at Burger King because it's not a completely plant-based establishment.
Right.
This person sounds like such a weenie, like, oh my God, I could die.
And it's because you're vegan, like, no offense, like, I understand it's a decision that you've made, but you're gonna be okay with the meat byproduct, like that, knowing that they're cooked on the same grill.
I had an SAT tutor who was vegan, and she came to our house, and she had a soup that she had gotten, and she said, do you mind if I eat my soup? I said, no, of course, Sarah, you can eat your soup. And I guess there must have been some, non-vegan products in it. She fainted.
Fainted from the shock of eating non-vegan?
She said that she was starting to not feel good.
Was she allergic to meat?
I don't know, but she said she's vegan, and she felt like there was some non-vegan products in the soup, and she fainted in our house, and I was all alone, and I've never been so scared in my whole life.
Here's the thing. Now you know they're cooked on the same grill. Make your own choices.
Yeah.
Now you know Philip Williams.
You're not vegan, but you don't eat meat. So now that you know that it might be next to or near some byproducts made of meat, what do you have to say? You still gonna eat it?
Yes, I will still eat it. I am not as strict kosher as kosher should be. But for me, like, it's like a mental thing, and I will eat it.
Yeah, I agree.
But you make your own decisions, okay? Philip Williams, what kind of money
what are
do
the
you
damages?
want? Because you had meat byproducts.
Yeah, you could have your $4 back. Is that what you want?
Yeah, give him his $4 back, Burger King.
Like, if he wins, I'll be so upset. Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
What kind of damages could you seek? Mental instability? Like, I don't understand. So frustrating. Like, then it, like, takes away from people who, like someone who got a finger in their Wendy's, like, that's real. Like, you sue for that.
100%.
That girl got a mouse in her Starbucks.
They describe the Impossible Burger as 100% Whopper, 0% beef, and adds that for guests looking for a meat-free option, a non-broiler method of preparation is available upon request.
Oh.
So you can ask them, and then your thing gets put in the microwave, so enjoy.
Yep.
You don't get
Peter,
those grill marks.
Philip, whatever your name is.
Philip Williams. Just come on, like, everyone is such a complainer.
No, like, be cool. Come on, just, like, roll with it.
Or, okay, whoa, they're cooked on the same grill and I'm not cool with that.
Don't go back.
Moving on.
Amen, sis, amen.
Or why don't you try a non-broiler method of preparation?
Yeah, my God, Philip.
Jeez Louise, he's out of control.
He's so lame. Like, oh my God, be cool.
Don't be all uncool. Like, then they'll take away Impossible Whoppers for all
Right.
of us.
Is that what you want?
Is that what you want?
You want to bankrupt Burger King so that us vegans now have no options? Like, come on.
Finally, some justice for some plant-based eaters, and you're ruining it, Philip.
So true. Oh my God, there's always one guy who ruins it. Oh my God, fucking Philip.
This is why we can't have nice plant-based things.
This is why we can't have nice plant-based things.
Because you break them.
And then you take them away. This is why we
can't.
Okay, we could go on all day.
Yeah. Okay, fifth and final story, really sad, switching gears. James Van Der Beek reveals his wife Kimberly suffered a miscarriage last night on Dancing with the Stars. Quote, "We lost the baby."
So, literally, Jackie, it was the saddest episode of Dancing with the Stars. Let me just walk you through it.
I mean, I saw Snitch's stories and then I called her, so I got the lowdown and I was really sad.
There were 5 people left, and next week is the finale. So I guess only 4 couples go to the finale, which I didn't know because, like I said, I'm new to Dancing with the Stars. So we have Kel Mitchell left, Lauren Elena, Hannah Brown, James Van Der Beek, and Allie Brooke. And so they all danced once, and it was obvious that those first dances were pre-recorded because they were all Instagramming in their second outfits, and then all like the real tea came out in the second episode. So like everyone had like a story, except for Lauren Elena. So she was just basically saying like she's so happy to be here, and like her parents really sacrificed everything for her to be a singer. Like the fact that she's here is all because of her parents. She was dancing for her parents. It was so sweet.
That's so sweet.
Kel Mitchell was dancing. For his friend Sam, who got involved in gang violence, and it's like Kel Mitchell grew up in, like, you know, on the wrong side of the tracks with theater and like going on tour with like this production. Like he was like part of this like kids thing,
Troop.
like really like helped keep him out of trouble. But his friend Sam wasn't so lucky, and his friend Sam, and he's really fighting, just like he said, you know, love wins, like, you know, jumping up the gun, and it was really beautiful, and everyone really liked it, and he got a perfect score. And honestly, like he's such a good dancer, and he's gotten to the finals based strictly on his merits because like I don't think he has like a cult following that's voting for him 10 times, you know, online and via text.
I mean, I've been voting for him.
Have you? And then
I'm voting for Whitney.
Oh, and then Jackie, the craziest thing happened. Hannah Brown came on. And
of course, I wouldn't hear this part from Snitch.
no, and honestly, I was reading people's comments, and like everyone's on her side, and like I'm not on her side, but like I just can't believe how much we treat her like an actual 2-year-old. Like,
Give it to me.
So everyone, the premise of this week was that everyone got a judge to come in and help them because everyone was doing the dance that they struggled with the most. So whether it was the samba or the tango, so she got Carrie Ann. And again, like a few weeks ago, Carrie Ann was like a little harsh on her, but like Carrie Ann is a judge, and like that's literally her job. So Carrie Ann comes in and just starts telling Hannah, like, you have to wait, you have to do your hip and then the arm. Like, so Hannah was doing it wrong and Carrie Ann was correcting her, and literally Hannah started crying, being like, I just feel like I'm being like attacked, and Carrie Ann felt so bad. Carrie Ann started crying when Carrie Ann was just doing her fucking job. It was just like, everyone, by the way, everyone gets critiqued by the judges, and Hannah was like, I just feel like mine's more personal. Like, no, everyone, and by the way, of all the people, Hannah has had the easiest time on the show. Like, she has gotten the best score. She's never been in the bottom. Like, she's arguably one of the best dancers. Like, she's had the easiest time. Like, Allie Brooke is fucking scraping her chance, like, just to get, like, and Hannah is just like floating through and complaining. I couldn't believe it. Like, she was literally crying, and Carrie Ann felt so bad. Carrie Ann literally, her voice cracked, and she started to cry. She's like, I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking you. Like, I'm a judge. Like, I'm just doing my job.
I'm just judging.
So then Hannah danced, and then Hannah actually said, before she got her score, she was like, Carrie, I want to apologize if I made it seem like I was. She had real self-awareness, Hannah. She was like, I wanted to make it seem like if I made you like feel bad for like being a judge, I just like was having a bad day. Totally fine, but like the way that people were like, I feel so bad for Hannah. Why? She's a star of a show and she's universally beloved. Why?
And she needed to move her hip right.
Yeah. And then like her story was like, you know, she fell in love, and she just keeps saying like what I've been through. It's like, what you've been through? Like, you're a star. Like, and okay, so you don't have a boyfriend. Like, so a lot of people don't have a boyfriend. Like, I just.
So no, what you've been through is that you're single.
Right. It's like, I literally can't feel bad for her. It's like, and what's so crazy is like everyone is like, Hannah, I feel so bad for her. And like, you know, like she's about to be a millionaire, and like she's definitely gonna win the show, and like her life's gonna change forever. Like, I don't feel bad for her. Like, whatever. And then James Van Der Beek, and it's like, it just puts into perspective how dumb what everyone else was, except not Kel, but like really how dumb like Hannah complaining when it's like, James Van Der Beek comes on, he's like, I really wasn't supposed to dance. Like, it's what today's Monday. He said on Saturday, like his wife miscarried.
Oh my God.
And she had been at the show, like she was like showing, like so sad. He was crying, and he was like, obviously wasn't gonna dance, but my wife was like, you gotta dance. And it's like, James has never been in the bottom two. I would say either him or Hannah are gonna win. He goes home. I was shook. So he left his wife's bedside in the hospital just to get sent home. Like, okay.
Who made this decision?
Okay, here's what happened. He was in the bottom two with Allie Brooke. She's
Right.
been this is maybe her third or fourth time in the bottom two. She is always in the bottom two. But she's always in the bottom two with someone who stinks. So it's like she always gets saved. And the way that you get saved is that the judges will vote. So the first judge is like, I'm gonna save Allie. I'm like, oh, okay, they're gonna make it a tiebreaker. They're gonna make it dramatic. And Carrie Ann is like, I'm gonna save Allie. I'm like, what? It's over? Allie felt So awkward. She was crying, being like, can I give it to James? Can I give it to James? It made no sense. First of all, they should have just let him stay because he literally left his wife's bedside. Like, just to be a nice guy.
Optics.
For optics. Two, they should have made him stay because he's a better dancer and always has been, and obviously he didn't do a great job this week because his mind was elsewhere. Like, Ali's been in the bottom countless times. He's never been in the bottom. He's always at the top. He gets the best scores. He's beloved. Like, it made no sense.
That's insane.
It was crazy and so awkward. And then the episode just like ended and it's like we were left with like this emptiness.
Snitch told me what happened and like I'm shook. That's disgusting.
It was so weird. It was disgusting.
Like it's unfair. We're like,
even if he was a bad dancer, they should have kept him. But he never should have been let go. One, because let's just feel bad for him and give him that. And two, he's the best dancer. Like it made, from the first week, he's been the best dancer. It is so weird and makes no sense. So now Hannah is 100% going to win. Like James was her only real, I think, competition.
That's crazy. Damn. These shows are tough.
Like Lauren Elena is just up there with as good of a dancer, but like the world is obsessed with Hannah. It's crazy. So it's, and like Ali Brooke also just as good of a dancer. Kel Milcher just as, but
I think Kel could take it all.
Kel is so good, especially like for a dude, like he's really good. But it's like Hannah has this thing and it's like they're really positioning her to win. You could tell like by the press and the Instagrams, like they're just like setting her up to win.
Yeah, she's just like the darling.
Yeah. Which sucks.
And like she has the snitch on her side.
Because I'm on Lauren Elena's team. She's doing so good and she's looking so fucking good.
Yeah,
like,
she's looking like the Snatcher.
The show is going to be the best thing that ever happened to her. First of all, her Instagram has literally doubled in size. She's almost at 900,000. She's looking so fucking snatched. She's like a darling. Like everyone gets it. She's so funny and like genuine in her packages. So she's like makes a little joke, but then it's like, you know, she's talking about her upbringing. She's just like so American. Like people I think are really going to like love her after this.
Yeah.
This was a great thing for
I
her.
would love if she won.
Me too.
Yeah.
She has what it takes, but I don't know if it's after
it's
last
not
night.
even,
I don't believe it's.
It's not about skill at this point because everyone's talented, so it's just about politics.
Yeah, totally.
Motherfuckers.
Okay,
recapping TV. I watch What Happens Live, the 1 hour special, 77 stars.
Thank God it was an hour.
Yeah. It was really good. They did a really good job bringing everyone out in shifts.
We had 2 performances, right?
We had a performance by Kim.
And Luann?
No, Luann did her show, like her cabaret show, later in the evening, but it wasn't like on TV or anything. And yeah, it was cute. Everyone really got asked one question, unless you were part of like the games. They did like squashing Bravo beef between like cross-pollinating. It was really just like Ramona and everyone. And I don't like, obviously I don't agree with Ramona even in these situations, but I just like, everyone just roast her and the crowd was like booing her. And it's like, she's fucking like 61 years old. She doesn't want to take a picture.
She's 62 actually, it's her birthday today.
No, like she had beef with Giselle because of that time she like kicked her out of the picture at that event in the Hamptons.
Yep.
And she was just saying, I wanted a picture with the host first. It's like, but like, also, Ramona's not like a visco girl. Like she doesn't understand like photo etiquette. Like she's just like, lives in a world where it's like, I'm at a benefit, I want a picture with the host.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't like look around her. And then Dolores had beef with her because one time after Watch What Happens Live, Ramona wouldn't take a picture with Frank Catania, and she was like, I was tired, I wanted to go home. And Dolores was like, why'd you choose this life then? It's like, she's fucking 61, leave her alone.
Oh my God, that's actually like so sad. Don't get me wrong, Ramona's like, totally a bitch. Like,
yeah, yes, she should take these pictures, and yes, she is a star, and like,
but she's tired.
But she's tired, and she works hard, and everyone roasting her and booing her on top of that, I just felt the need to defend her.
That's really sad.
And you know what? She's actually the last OG of any franchise right now.
Who's still on the air. Like
except for Kyle, and Kyle gets a ton of respect. Like no one gives Ramona any respect when it's like she's been carrying New York on her back since season 1.
So true.
And it just bothered me, and I'm not even like a Ramona stan.
I know.
But it's like, have a little respect is all I'm saying.
I agree.
And then her third beef was with, Vicky, who put the Housewives on the map. And I know
Ramona made some good points.
Like obviously it's the OC because they were the first, but Ramona made some good points. Like New York really brought it to a level of celebrity.
And it made it a franchise. Like it wasn't just a one-off show. Like now it was a whole thing.
Yeah. But like once you're in New York, like it's New York. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere in any franchise in any town.
And you wouldn't be able to argue that if the first franchise had been Beverly Hills, because it's like Beverly Hills. But Orange County, it's like, it's a small town. It's not like the capital. Like people refer to New York and LA as like, you know, the capital of the world, you know, it's like cosmopolitan. No one's really saying that about Orange County. So it's like, they made it more of like a cosmopolitan, like global show.
Yeah. I felt like she wasn't wrong. Vicky wasn't wrong, but like Ramona had some merit and they were just acting like she's so crazy. I'm like, give the woman some respect.
Did you feel like Andy did a good job of like wrangling everyone?
He did.
It's a lot.
It was a lot. They did a good job. They also did a good job of turning people's mics off quickly because like people were in the back talking, but you didn't hear anything other than like who was on stage.
That's true. The optics must have been like
like 77 mics.
Right, and also it's like usually you're in a contained studio. His Watch What Happens Live studio is so tiny. There's like no audio. There's no echo. Like they were like in a 2,000 person theater.
Yeah. Also, they mentioned that Joe Giudice had said that New Jersey put the Housewives on the map.
Oh yeah.
And in a way, he didn't put them on the map, but like in a way he's not wrong about the fact that like what happened in New Jersey just took it to another level.
It took it to a more mainstream level. Like it wasn't as niche anymore because it was in the news, like in the New York Times when Bravo was never in the New York Times.
No, but also like the table flipping took the franchise to another. But everything elevates it to the point where we're at BravoCon. It's not just one person working in isolation other than Andy Cohen. It's not just Vicky Gumbelson. That's why. But everything is a step.
It's an ecosystem.
Yes.
That's
so
a good point.
I just justice for Ramona, which is something I never
thought you would say. Yeah.
We met the new housewife of New York, Leah McSweeney.
Oh, and really? By the way, you guys, I haven't watched it yet. It didn't record, so it was on at 2 a.m. last night, so I will watch it when I get home.
I just got like a really good vibe from her.
Really?
Because she like came out, she was wearing Virgil off-white, like very cool. And she wasn't like fazed by anything. She like took her time to answer the questions, didn't say much, and just seemed like sure of herself.
That's so nice. Like you can come onto the show like and be a Jules Weinstein and like be totally irrelevant, like a blimp on the radar, or you be Leah McSweeney who like gets to be introduced at BravoCon. Like that's so prestigious. It's really all about timing, you know?
It's really all about timing.
That sucks. Like but even if Leah McSweeney like never becomes a star, like whatever, she got to be introduced at BravoCon. Like it was such a big deal, and like that's awesome.
That's how I feel about the Salt Lake City launch. It's like it's a huge launching pad. Like everyone is so excited,
and that's why BravoCon should be. I don't know if it should be a yearly thing, maybe every other year thing, like the Olympics. But I just think it's such a cool way to announce. Like, and I think a lot of times TV networks will announce their shows at like an upfront, which is like a corporate event. It's like boring. Like this is so cool. It's like for the people, by the people. Like the people who would be excited about it are in the audience. I think that I definitely agree. It makes it more of an like I'm more excited than I think I would be if it was just announced like on Twitter. You know?
Right. And it's like we just got that new show Texacanas, and it's like, where did that go?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if that was announced at BravoCon. Like, we would be talking about it. We'd be excited. It's like Real Housewives of San Antonio vibes. Like, we'd be there.
The excitement excites me.
Right. So, yeah, it was really cool to see everyone. Everyone looked great. And it's just like a pageant. And I can't believe only 2 people were wearing the same thing.
I know. It was Married to Medicine.
And Tinsley.
Yeah. Well, Tinsley has like basic style. That's what they always say.
But it's like everyone like goes, like she got her dress from Intermix. It's like everyone goes
I was just going to say, Tinsley literally goes to Intermix and just buys off the mannequin. Like,
right, but so many of them do. I mean, not everyone's Erica Jane wearing custom Pretty Mess.
Yeah, but some of them have, actually a lot of them have stylists.
And only MJ was wearing the retro feet dress that's like taking the world by storm.
But Kyle wore it another day on BravoCon. She wore it in emerald. And she's also worn it previously.
Yeah, but you would think like everyone would wear that dress.
But I have that dress. It is the best, most flattering dress. And MJ looked amazing in it.
Oh my God, she looked incredible. It's
sisterhood of the traveling dress. Like it fits everyone, and everyone looks fucking snatched in it. Like big boobs, little boobs. Like everyone looks good.
Yeah, I haven't tried it on yet. So but for some reason I feel like it wouldn't look good on me.
By the way, you could try mine on because I know yes, it's technically a large, but it's like one of those things. Like it's magical. Like
it's one size fits all.
It fits everyone.
No, Mercedes was the snatchler, and she was wearing the baby blue version of the dress with her hair in a high pony and a little baby blue ribbon.
Cute.
And she just looked so fucking adorable. And I actually think Kyle might have been wearing the retro feet dress, but it wasn't the same color, so they weren't wearing the same dress. I'm just saying, it's crazy that no one else was wearing the same thing.
Yeah, because there are so few places that like actually have Tish stuff.
Right.
And pretty much everyone shops at like Revolve. So.
Yeah, Revolve, Forward.
Intermix,
etc.
Real Housewives of Atlanta, I will get through quickly because I know you don't watch, but I know a lot of toasters do.
But I do like hearing your recaps.
So, what happened this week? Nene made her first appearance. It's been 3 episodes, and she just now got here. She is not on good terms with literally anyone. But what's really cool is that they filmed at Pride. So Eva, Cynthia, and Nene all got to go to World Pride on the Bravo float. And Andy was on for the first time ever. He was on a Real Housewives show. He was talking to Nene. He was like, I'm sorry, we put Don't Be Tardy on the playlist. And she's like, oh no, me and Kim are cool. It was actually really funny to see Margaret Josephs was on the episode. Like, it was cool to see other people.
That's cool. I'm hoping that will happen with BravoCon because both Beverly Hills and New York are filming right now.
Do they film at BravoCon?
Like, I feel like there has to be drama from BravoCon.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It was really cool. And so Nene and what was also really cool is that Cynthia's daughter came out as fluid. So she came out on the show. It was like actually really like cool, and Cynthia was like so cool about it. It was really like a handbook of like, your daughter comes out as fluid, here's how you handle it. And then she brought her daughter to Pride. It was really cool, like a nice full circle moment. But Nene and Cynthia haven't seen each other. They've been both talking shit about each other. And literally they lock eyes on the float and the episode ends. It's so annoying. Like they haven't seen each other literally probably since the reunion. They lock eyes on the float and then the episode ends. It was so annoying. But I'm just like, I know Portia's very controversial, but I just stand her so hard. Like I think she's such a good mom. I think she's going through it and I really love her. And just like watching her and then like Kenya, who's also like going through it. Kenya is like, her life is so fake. Like there's a whole rumor that she paid this man to be her husband and baby daddy, and like I couldn't agree more. Like he is so distant. Like this is the first time he's actually been in the house. Like he's been working. He is just like so distant, so mean to her. Like it's actually kind of sad because she's like, he just like judges her for like not being like as good. Like he just like judges everything she does when being a mom. It's really fucking frustrating.
I love Kenya, and I also love Portia. And I just want to say, don't you think that someone who had to hire a man to be her husband and her baby daddy like might also be going through it?
No, totally, but it's like she's not being open and honest. Like I think a lot, like she has a wall up, whereas like you're on a reality show. Like I think that's why people didn't like her the first go around. Like she's just so like kind of calculated, and it's like she lets you see what you want her to see. Whereas like no, Portia's letting the cameras into her house, and it's a mess. And the baby, and she's crying, and she doesn't have makeup on, and the baby shit its pants. Like that's real motherhood, and like that's what it's like to be an authentic reality star.
Totally, but like imagine what Kenya's going through, and she's putting on a brave face, and she's acting strong. And I know it comes off as fake, but like she's like.
No, because it's like it's starting to unravel, and like she's like they're gonna go to therapy, and like she starts crying, but like I even feel like that's fake. Like I can't explain it. Like everything.
Like imagine, just think about what she must actually be going through.
Yeah, no, but for sure. But it's like you're not letting me in, so I can't relate.
Okay.
I just think that like Portia is, and I know it's so crazy because people think the exact opposite as me. People think Portia's so fake, but it's like
really,
I think she's so raw.
Everyone's saying they stand Portia.
I stand Portia so hard, and that's like on Twitter, like it's very controversial, but I really stand
Twitter's
Portia.
Controversial.
Yeah, but it's like.
Twitter is like opposite day.
This franchise has been through it in the last few years, and Portia is fucking there. Like she is there, and she is there. So I stand her. And now we first saw Nene like literally. She doesn't even leave her house. It's so crazy. They filmed like a video for American Cancer Society because Greg is cancer free, and it's so great. And Nene definitely has like this weight lifted off of her, but she's still so petty. Like she's talking about how she's going through this spiritual awakening, but she's like talking shit about Portia on some podcast. And this girl who has a podcast, I don't know if it was maybe a radio show, it was called The Morning Something. It was crazy. She is getting so much airplay. Like it's so unfair. Like it was called The Morning, and they had 2 chairs. I was like, excuse me.
Was it The Morning Ghost?
It was like literally The Morning Ghost, like something crazy like that. So it's like Nene's just talking about how she's so different now, and like I really did. I can let go of what happened last season because she was going through it. Like her husband had cancer, and like their marriage was in shambles. Like I can actually forget about it. But it's like she's here saying she's a new person, but she's still doing petty bullshit. So it's like maybe you're not a new person. Like maybe I can't forgive. Candy is just so boring. Like I like her because she's like always there, but she stinks. Like she's so boring, and like. I don't believe, like, I'm not here for it. Eva is like stirring the pot, like it's nobody's business. She is like loving the fact that Nene and Cynthia are not friends because now she's like Cynthia's best friend, you know, and their friendship is like going stronger and stronger, you know, and they really are like relating to each other, and they like went to Pride together. But she's just like she's relevant now because there's like a lot going on, and I think that she actually really needs the show because I know she says she's not living above her means, but she definitely is. Also, last thing I'll say is I think of all the housewife intros we've ever had, we have the best tagline of all time. Portia, you know, she coined the famous term, "Bye, Ashy." So she went through a hard year. She's a phoenix rising from the ashes, and her thing is, you know what? I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to botch it.
I don't want to botch it because I put it on my story and I botched it. Portia, Atlanta, tagline, ashes. Okay. Oh my God, why? They gave me Porsche dealerships in Atlanta. Hold on. Porsche Atlanta tagline. Okay. Sorry, give me a minute. Like, feel free.
Take your time. I'm actually really looking forward to this.
Okay, ready? I found it. This phoenix has risen, and I'm saying, bye, ashes.
That's so funny.
It's so complex, and it's like, you think about it, it's like a phoenix rising from the ashes, bye, ashy, bye, ashes. Like, it's actually
That's
genius.
amazing.
This phoenix, and every time I hear it on the intro, I like laugh. This phoenix has risen, and I'm saying, bye, ashes. It's so funny.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Okay, now we can talk about Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh, okay.
Candyland game.
Great episode. Candyland theme. I mean, guys know where I side on this fight, basically.
Oh, also, just remind me, I want to talk to you about the Rodney Reed thing because I have something to say.
Oh, Penelope and North are having a joint birthday party. The kids wanted a Candyland theme. Courtney happens to be the one organizing mostly everything with Sharon Sachs, but Courtney doesn't want candy because it's filled with chemicals and red dye and it's going to kill you and make you age, and she shouldn't be feeding it to the kids, and she wants like organic options, maybe salad, maybe organic cotton candy. And Kim's like, no, it's Candyland. Like, we need candy, and if you don't want candy, then change the theme. You can't have Candyland without candy.
Yeah, like you don't need a salad bar.
Yeah. Then Courtney went behind Kim's back and told Sharon no candy. At the end of the day, they had candy at Candyland. The kids were all hyped up. Kim said there was way too much candy.
Doesn't matter. Like, oh my God.
But kids can. I mean, there was so much candy, but like there didn't need to be that much candy. But like kids go to birthday parties, they have pizza and soda and cake, and they're hyped up. Like that's what happens at a birthday party. Like
and they've been doing it for 50 years.
It's not a CBD theme. Like
no, but they've been doing it for years. No, kids are fine.
But Kim is so old at school in her thinking that like kids should be eating candy.
Oh my God, no. Like, there's definitely a balance. Like, I definitely think that, like, we know so much about candy, like the chemicals, but, like, how are kids ever going to build immunity to diseases if they can't eat candy?
Or immunity to anything if they can't eat anything.
The boy in the plastic bubble. Like,
totally.
It's so frustrating. And, and did you read Courtney's Twitter? She was coming out.
Yeah, she was. She was coming swinging, and I just totally disagreed with her. Like, if you don't want to have candy, have a different theme, and that's all Kim was saying. Like, we can't have Candyland without candy. Like, that's
right. Like,
lame.
if not, like, let's not make a lame party. Let's just change the theme.
Yeah. So it all worked out. The party was great, and Kim like admitted that she was wrong and that there was too much candy, and all the kids were too hyped, and the parents were like freaking out. But I think that's what happens at birthday parties. Like, if they're not getting hyped on candy, like they're getting hyped on a petting zoo. Either way, they're excited because it's a fun party.
Yeah.
Let the kids live.
Can a party just be a party?
Apparently not.
Whose party was it for?
Penelope and North.
And they're super close in age?
Yeah.
Okay.
Besties.
So, and you also saw Kim was on Good Morning America with Jenna Bush Hager.
Yes.
Talking about Rodney Reed. And, like, when they first posted a clip, I actually now stand Jenna Bush Hager because when they first posted a clip, people were, like, coming for Jenna Bush, like, Kim. And honestly, Jenna Bush stood by Kim. Was like, she was the most well-spoken. Like, I love her. And then I watched the interview yesterday. It was, like, 6 minutes. It was so interesting. Kim wore that outfit to Sunday service. I don't think I've ever seen Kim in the same outfit twice, ever.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. She
must have
had
been
no
so
time.
crunched for time.
Yeah.
It was a great interview just talking about Rodney Reed, and she was really talking about how the bipartisanship was like so inspiring. Like people from Sean King, who is like I think more liberal, to Ted Cruz in Texas, like all rallying around this whole case. And I thought it was like so nice that she really gave credit where credit was due. And then I saw this thing on Twitter that like really made me upset. Because Sean King has been like the leader of this thing. And he said something about Kim. Someone commented on his Instagram, why was Kim Kardashian on the Today Show being interviewed about this case and not you? And he responded, because she likes being on TV and I like doing the work. It's like, come on, we all work together to do it.
Yeah.
I just thought that was like so unnecessarily shady. And it's like, yes, I'm sure Sean King did more work than Kim Kardashian. Don't get me wrong. I was on his email list. I got emails from Sean King like once a week. But you can't deny that like Kim being on this like put it on the map and really made it like this huge global story. Like just come on, we did it. Like let's celebrate. Let's not come for each other.
Right.
I thought that was really like losery.
That is pretty losery. But I wonder if they talked and maybe they were going to go together and he was like, I don't want to be on TV. But then he was shady about it.
But
so
still shady.
I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
If he had just said because she likes being on TV and I don't, okay, I actually could have understand that. And I like doing the work. That's insinuating that she doesn't like doing the work.
Yeah.
Or that she didn't do the work.
It's fucking shady.
It's shady. And it's like, I have a hard time believing that Kim didn't do the work because on the Today Show interview, she said that she was with Rodney when he found out. So it's like she was in it, you know? You're not just like a nobody who does no work and you don't get to sit next to Rodney Reed when he finds out that he got 120 more days, you know?
Yeah.
That just doesn't happen, so.
It's also like such good news. We haven't spoken about it yet.
I know.
But.
Celebrate. It's so great. And Jenna Bush asked a question. She was like, it was actually like chilling. She was like, I forget the victim's name. Stacy's both like parent, mom and sister both believe that Rodney did it. Like, does that change how you feel? And Kim was like, no. Love her.
Love her. She's really going to unite this country, man.
She is. Oh my God. When she was just talking about the bipartisanship, like that word, I was like, yes, Kim, you tell them. She was just being such a congressman. I was like, you tell those partisans. I was like so here for it. I just really love her. Like I'm so inspired by her. I love her.
No, it's incredible. Also, they come up with the name Skims on this episode.
Oh, and they did end up releasing those infomercials. And Lisa's going to put it on her Instagram with the hashtag ad.
Interessant.
Yes, very interessant.
And they had to like change the labels in a lot of the original products, and now it was really fucking smart how they did it. What they did is they're putting labels on top of the kimono labels in some of them, and it'll be clear that it was like a rebrand. But because now we've seen the whole genesis on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, it's like now it all makes sense, and I don't like if I'm getting my thing. So she made it all work, and she's a fucking genius. And
she is.
We united, we stand.
And I just really hope she follows in the footsteps. Like I hope Spanx buys her for $600 million. You know?
I know. I hope she just keeps. I hope that I don't know what's like a big company in fashion. I hope Amazon buys her.
Yeah, or like a Nordstrom.
Yeah, but like
Nordstrom is like a part owner in Good American.
They've got their own problems, you know.
Do they?
Retail has.
Yeah,
their
but they're
own
killing
problems.
it. Like there's a brand new Nordstrom on 57th Street. It's fucking huge.
Yeah.
So they don't seem to be having any problems. I do need to get there. Maybe that's a good place to shop before Utah. Even though someone told me it's like a store with no clothes. Because it's brand new. It's like...
I haven't heard that.
Okay.
But speaking of shopping, we have some fun Patreon videos that we're going to be shooting this week, and we are doing a Patreon episode today, a much requested episode about planners, planning, scheduling,
how we
organizing.
just keep our busy schedules all organized.
Yeah, and just like how we plan.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to talk about it, show you some planners, go back in my planning plans.
Yeah, I'm just here to tell you like what not to do, and Jackie's here to tell you what to do. What to do.
Yes, so we'll be recording that today. We'll be taking your questions soon. Head to patreon.com/themorningtoast. And then we're going to be in Utah all next week, you know, using our family and creating content and having such a great time. All will be available on Patreon.
But there are no episodes of The Morning Toast next week because we are taking a vacation.
And we're so freaking excited.
Thank you guys so much for listening to The Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show, where we go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So feel free to give this video a thumbs up on YouTube. Please subscribe. We're also available as a podcast pretty much anywhere podcasts can be found. So that's iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, CastBox, whatever. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you, and we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.